You're listening to The J with your host, Kennedy.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You are listening to The J, episode 214. I'm your host, Kennedy, and The J ENT RADIO podcast. Yeah, well, this is where we cover Japanese and Asian entertainment and pop culture. What is up, my peeps? And, wow, it is a very cold California right now, and I'm still trying to nurse back from this cold I had, and, everything's all going good. Just trying to, have the pipes leaking a little bit because, I've never seen pipes freezing here in a very long time. Not since I was a child, I think. Usually it doesn't get this cold. 17 degrees, that's a little bit crazy. But, we're bracing that. I'm sure a lot of you from the East Coast and colder areas are probably saying, you Californians are wimps. We have worse than that, and I'm sure you do. I mean, I've been seeing all over the news about, the cold weather, the cold storms, and it's weird when I watch all this. I think about that the movie. What is it? Not Day After Tomorrow or something. Is that what it was called? With all the weather, pretty much getting, going crazy, and it was freezing, the North America, and it was. When you watch the news and you see this, it's just really insane. And you see the oranges. This is a really interesting sight. You see the oranges with icicles sticking out, and farmers saying that they're losing, millions of dollars, and fruit is going to be twice as expensive because of the cold. And man, that's really crazy. But anyway, hope everyone is doing well despite the weather. And my, a lot of things going on in Japanese entertainment, and pretty much the big news that has happened this past week is, of course, Yoshizawa Hitomi, the leader of Morning Musume, and pretty much, this. It was on the 10th, I believe, that her young brother was killed in a car accident, and that was really a big shocker. According to the news reports, that he was riding his bike around 10:50 p.m. and he was just coming from a fast food joint where him and his friends were gathering, and while riding his bike, someone either was speeding or ran a signal or a stop sign and didn't see it, and hit him straight on, and it was from what I heard, there's some tabloid papers actually took shots of the street where the blood was, and that's just kind of gross. But the big shocker was Yoshizawa Hitomi, being the leader. She was given the opportunity to take leave, but because of her responsibilities as leader for Morning Musume and her obligation to her work and to her fans, she decided not to attend the funeral and mourning for her brother. So, that is an interesting thing to see. A lot of the comments you see on the message boards are regarding, should she have went to her younger brother's funeral, or should she, be, obligated to her work and let her mourn? And, one thing that I've seen in the media reports is pretty much how strong she has, has been through this ordeal. The news reports show her, upbeat, not really crying when you look at her face, but she's always has been a strong individual from what I remember her from her television shows, Hello Morning, and it's a very, very tragic story, and I hope I wish her well. That's just, no one wants to lose a sibling, and it's when you lose someone, it's just very, very difficult. So. Yoshizawa Hitomi will be graduating for Morning Musume on May 6th, so it's a little sad because I remember watching Morning Musume first appear in 1997, and when they first performed. I don't recall the first song. I mean, I watched it on a Cyan, and I wasn't really paying attention too much to the auditions, but I remember when they came out with Morning Coffee, and I saw them perform, and I thought that was wonderful. But I think with Yoshizawa Hitomi being the fourth generation member, and this is pretty much with her leaving, her graduating from the group, it pretty much is like the end of the Morning Musume that we knew before 2000, because they came aboard around 2000, and that's pretty much it. Everyone else are the new members. Fujimoto Miki will be taking over as the leader, and but nevertheless, Morning Musume will continue. Definitely will continue. Another group that I've been keeping my eyes on lately, because who knows, you might see them in the US or Europe performing live, and that is the Girls Box, which is Avex's version of Hello Project, which consists of Dream, Nagasawa Now, and several other artists, and definitely something to look forward to in 2007, so keep an eye on them. But anyway, you know what? Enough talking. It's time to get into the JN444, where we play indie music and, sometimes, unsigned artists. And in this case, music is sponsored by JapanFiles.com, a wonderful site to check out new music, indie music, and, different genres, rock, hip-hop, punk, you name it. And these artists that you're going to hear today, you can find them on JapanFiles.com. So starting off is Silk Road with Tondeke Donzuba Girl. Here it goes.
Let's get on this on reality zone. Let's get on this on reality zone. 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパーク。Let's get on this on reality zone. Let's get on this on reality zone. 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパーク。猿の目から落ちることなくスパーク。目の下にはブックラックマン主人12位人気人交わるさらくわちこい12インチ。ガタガタガタ足からくたなみ走りがち足並み外しがち。まだまだまだスパークパーク内の監視をどうし想像し上心に叩かれストレス増す週末狙く力出す昼間から床違反と間違う飛ぶ日頭マッチ棒そうマッチ同様の行動高層ビル清掃の格子込んだトンチの効いたボンボン見せますパンチラギャルのボンキュッポン Let's get on this on reality zone Let's get on this on reality zone 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパーク Let's get on this on reality zone Let's get on this on reality zone 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパークアグレッシブ This way まぐれ当たりですキツめライブ感の口実です創作ゲームフェース満たすレイトショー映像整理現象ラフでかすたふな間抜けずらかすめまるでデッドヒート周囲決戦世界観未完成で贅沢だが今の時点ではまだまだドンズバーガール痛まる刻まる仕方ぶっこいてそう痛まるドンズラ後期へのベル3度目の玉の休日それ楽しまる無農薬野菜のコップ東京好き手先はもう大茶量えんやこら笹持ってこいさ持ってこいネバギブアップてかネバメディアの申し子レディゴーこの場をロックオン芸能科学博覧会開催地は特定ではないネバダイ暇ない奴には言わない聞かない講義は意味ないけど行きたい知り合いから口コミされたい懲りない男落とし込みたい Let's get on this on reality zone Let's get on this on reality zone 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパーク Let's get on this on reality zone Let's get on this on reality zone 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパークエキサイティング解禁マイキン正義漢字利便性完成形このボンクラたまげる最新鋭入り組んでるシステム大震源やっと元気ラウや男ならラブかジャンマはダルやん不慣れただ噛み砕いた鉄分にビタミン C 独り言が空中でウルトラ C 不思議がるほどに無事に決めてたり紛れのインフンでるふんどし現代人さあウィのまた鍵でも開くさウィーケンドあぐらかいてさ高しさん逃亡へ上げてかくわるしや彼氏バレて白く丸むやマル秘表さラップグローリン右肩上がりグロービーアトランダムこの指止まれ現代人権担ぎ拝んだワンカウンに助けラストランナースパートでごぼう抜けフレイドンチャンスオーケー行くかんでスパーク Let's get on this on reality zone Let's get on this on reality zone 奇抜な風変わりな空間連れてこい空間でスパーク Let's get 間連れてこう異空間でスパーク Let's get on this zone reality zone Let's get on Let's get on this zone reality zone Let's get on Let's get on this zone reality zone Let's get on 連れてこう異空間へスパーキン始めようか。携帯電話に支配された時間プロモーションが迫るまた焦る瞬間面白くなきこと多すぎる国泡なんて弾けた特にこの時代でも変わらず残る遺産どの時代でも誇れる文化遺産その土地に生きる神様お祭りお祭り騒ぎの時間の始まり中間から日本が生まれ天神さながら地の公園さざまに誰々さてはさては皆様お集まり
みよ
限られた時間の中で何がしたい何が残せると考えてる人間が一日でできることは儚くそれでも時は過ぎゆく大切なことはどんな困難にも耐え乗り越えること笑う角には吹く来たる明日に変わるような今日かとの奥にせかし響く民たちの雄たけび集めた木々火を灯しお先ののろし神の歌雲を呼び雨雲に変わり雨は夜通し終わることなき感謝の踊り狂い時代や景気に関係はなくそう踊り歌えば花は咲く天様からお姫様まで美しく咲き美しく散りさてはなく笑い姫君様たち宴にご到来限られた時間の中で何がしたい何が残せると考えてる人間が一日でできることは儚くそれでも時は過ぎゆくから大切なことはどんな困難にも耐え乗り越えること笑う角には吹く来たる明日に変わるような今日かとよっそのうちに神様お祭りお祭り騒ぎの時間の始まりそれお釈迦様から大黒様まで原点様から乙姫様までさあはい
So, how long have you been doing this?
Stand at my first board, I was 15, been full on standing since 18.
I'd like to learn how to sand.
Yeah, you kind of got to learn how to surf first, though, huh?
Hey, I'm pretty good.
Yeah, I can tell you're lame by the way you wear your shorts.
And that was Bob's Jet with One Piece from the album The Answer. Before them was the group Swing Popsicle with Snow Izumu from their album Transit. Before them was Poplar with their song Asuka Matsuri from their album Mushimonogatari. And starting off the JN 444 was Silk Road with Tondeke Donzuba Girl from their album Fantique. And I want to thank JapanFiles.com, yes, for sponsoring the J444. And you can find Bob's Jet, Poplar, Silk Road, Swing Popsicle, and many more bands and artists. Albums are very cheap. You can download them, no DRM, nothing to worry about. It's all good. So check it out. Also, just want to remind everyone that Shoujo Beat, I believe it's a manga publication. I haven't checked it out yet, but I do know that their latest issue is a music issue focusing on, various artists. And I believe there's like a contest going on or some type of poll. And I know that Sony Tofu artists are there, and also JapanFiles.com bands that you can find on the website. They're also represented for, the categories for best rock, best hip-hop, and so forth. So anyway, mosey down to your local Japanese store. And I believe they should be at Borders and B. Dalton and, whatever. Barnes and Nobles and all those bookstores. Even your Kinokuniya bookstore. You might want to check it out. Also, Kinokuniya is having that special Kitade Nana thing going on right now to help promote this issue. So, mosey down there to your Kinokuniya. Check that out. Anyway. You know what time it is. It's that time for the Voltus 5 Minute. For those of you who are wondering, who are new to the podcast, you're probably wondering, what the hell is the Voltus 5 Minute? Well, as some of you may know, here in the United States, it appears that dub voice actors have become so popular that many conventions are forsaking the Japanese guests and, back then, and when it came to anime cons, the most important part of one of the most important parts of at Anime Con was to bring the Japanese guests, may they be the voice actors or the character designers or the manga creators, to the Anime Cons. But it seems that a lot of Anime Cons have decided to go through the cost-cutting route of, why not bring in a large number of voice actors to the U.S. to save more money? And you know what? People seem to like that. That is English voice actors. So people have their likes of what voice actors to bring, and you probably see their names at AnimeCon over and over again. But for us, we're old school. Well, not entirely old school, but the thing is that we enjoy the voice acting of Voltus 5, and because it's quite unique, and we figured, what? Everyone else gets their wish, right, of bringing their voice actors to an Anime Con. So this is our campaign, our JENT campaign, to bring the talent behind the anime Voltus 5, the English dub actors, to an Anime Con. And I hope you support us in this campaign. So let us start the Voltus 5 Minute.
You have been acting out of bounds and have violated Big Falcon's regulations. Dr. Hook has ordered your dismissal.
What? Discharged from duty? Dismissed? Don't you dare open your big mouth to me. I don't receive orders from anyone, especially a Bozanian lover like you. I know that your father was an enemy, a hated Bozanian, and in your body runs the blood of those filthy beasts. I will not obey, let alone receive any orders from you. Everything I said is true, isn't it? Well, say something! My parents were taken by those hated Bozanians. I swear I will have my revenge. I'm going to tear those horned animals with my bare hands. And I'm starting with you. You, Steve, are...
No, we have sworn to defend the earth against the Bozanians. Saunders, we are willing to give our lives for this. This is our home, our land. Our loyalties lie with it. We are no different from you in that respect.
Enough of your rhetorics. Despite what you say, you are also a Bozanian lover.
Why? Mark, stop it!
How dare you say that of us? Get out of here!
And that was our Voltus 5 English Dub Minute! And let's go ahead and check out the Oricon chart to see what's number one. And the number one album of the day goes to BoA for Made in 20. Number one CD single of the day goes to Glay for Hyakuman Nakai no Kisu. And the number one indie single goes to Jills for Lover's Name. Moving on to video game charts for Media Create. This is for January 1st through 2007. The number one, well, actually, let's count down from 10 to number one. At number 10, we have Pocket Monsters Pearl, Pokemon Pearl for the DS. At number 9, Hoshino Kirby Sanjo Dorochidan for the DS. At number 8, Pocket Monsters Pokemon Diamond for the DS. At 7, Oide yo Debutsu no Mori, which is Animal Crossing. Number 6, Moto no wa Kitaeru DS Training for the DS. And number 5, the one I enjoy saying, not Nihon Joshiki Ryoku Kente Kyokai Kanshu Imasara Hitoni wa Kikinai Otana no Joshiki Ryoku Training DS for the DS. At number 4, New Super Mario Brothers for the DS. At number 3, Hajimete no Wii Pack for the Wii. Number 2, Wii Sports for the Wii. And number 1, Dragon Quest Monsters Joker for the DS. So that is your top 10 covering from January 1st to the 7th in Japan, according to Media Create. Speaking of video games, got a Nintendo Wii, and you know what? It's very awesome. I'm enjoying it a lot. Pretty much picked up a few games, got Red Steel. I know the ratings for some people weren't that great, but you know what? I actually dig it. I'm not a big shooting game fan, but this one I actually enjoyed quite a bit. So, in my eyes, I haven't played throughout the whole game, but I put an hour so far in it, and it's pretty cool. Also, the Wii Sports, I actually enjoy that. I've been playing the bowling a lot, and tennis, and the boxing. I actually playing them all except golf. That one takes too long. But all in all, it's pretty awesome. I definitely love it. Other game is Elebits, really cool. And also Zelda, I played a little bit, not too much yet. Game just got recently is WarioWare, and like all WarioWare games, love it. The Wii version is actually quite simple. Actually, I actually breezed through it pretty easily, and now I'm just trying to make sure I get every game. So, for those of you who are thinking, should I spend that much money? Actually, if you played WarioWare before, you'll probably enjoy it because of the technical aspect of how it utilizes the Wiimote and the nunchuck. Very awesome. And definitely a game, that at first I thought maybe a rental, but actually playing it more and seeing what's involved with it, pretty cool. But I wish there was more. I mean, it seems like the DS versions, like even touched or even twisted, felt it had a little bit more than this one. But nevertheless, for a console WarioWare game, awesome, thumbs up. Also picked up today the release of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. And you know what? I played the first game, and the first game is just wonderful. Played it completely. Was really enthralled by the storyline. And in this one, I heard the storyline is also very cool. So definitely want to pick this up. It's $29.99. For those of you who remember the first one, that one was that one came out and disappeared, and then everyone wanted it, and a lot of people paid a lot of money to get it on eBay and so forth. But they had like several shipments where people were able to get it. But again, I think this is one of those games that comes out, and because it's a text-based game and you're solving puzzles, it's an awesome game. It's just maybe not for everyone's cup of tea, so therefore it may be limited. I don't know if it's going to be limited for the second version, but still, definitely pick it up. What else? I was thinking of picking up the Trauma Center. I have it for the DS, and that was insanely hard. But I was thinking about getting it for the Wii, but not sure yet. Xbox 360, The Lost Planet came out, and was curious about that. And of course, everyone was telling me about, did you get World of Warcraft Burning Crusade? And I hear that on eBay people are selling it for an insane amount of money. And no, I did not pick it up. Not a World of Warcraft fan. And I really can't say much because I've never played it. So, I really can't say positive or negative. I do know that, millions of people play it around the world. So, something, maybe I'll try one of these days. I'm actually wondering about StarCraft. I know it's an old game, but 1998, I believe it was released, and there's still people playing that now. But another game that people... friends have, heck, even yesterday, a female friend of mine, she was just, talking about Guild Wars and how she's definitely into it. And, I don't know if I have time to play these, but, I know a lot of people who play MMOs put in hours and hours upon hours. And, heck, I don't have enough time as it is. But, I'm just curious about it. Very curious of how the experience is, because if so many people are hooked on these MMOs, kind of curious, how, if I would get hooked into it. I know a lot of people play Final Fantasy XI, and I don't know anything about Maple Leaf or Ragnarok or anything like that. I know that people enjoy it, so that's something that I've always been curious about. So what else? PS3. Well, good news for the PS3 is that they made their target of 1 million shipped in Japan, although they missed their mark by 2 weeks. But nevertheless, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I know there's been a lot of negative press about the PS3, and I believe, who was it? The guy who... I forgot that PC game. It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, our developer was just, really going off on the PS3 and saying that Sony should start over and make a new system. Wow. Anyway, we'll see what kind of, software comes out for the system. I know there's a lot of concern by a lot of developers because not many people are buying them. But... we'll see. We'll see. I think that when new software comes out, maybe Metal Gear or Final Fantasy or so forth, people will buy the PS3s regardless. Personally, I would like to get it. It's just that I can't justify it now. I can't really justify it at all. So, there's nothing on the console that I want. Very curious about the Blu-ray player, but that's about it. But then again, I heard that it probably would not play on my HD TV because I don't have 1080p. I only have 1080i. So, that sucks. What about the PSP? Have I got anything new? Actually, I haven't got anything yet for the PSP. I'm actually thinking of getting the Bleach game as an import, and thinking of picking up. I still have to pick up Jump Ultimate Stars. I still haven't picked that up yet, and probably would get that for the DS. A few imports I want to get, but not yet. There's just so many freaking games coming out here in the U.S. that haven't had time to get the imports. Not like last year when I was getting like several imports per month, but not this time. You see, in 2007, I guess you could say that, well, actually, yeah, before 2007, I've made a conscious decision of, getting healthy. And that means, changing my lifestyle, and I want to get back into shape. I want to, start surfing more again. The year before, you heard me podcasting about going out and surfing, and then last year, pretty much, didn't go that much. This year, I want to get back out there. Also, got a bike, purchased a bike, and want to start, just. So it's like an entirely new discipline right now because, for instance, I'm just cutting down my calorie intake to 2,000 and eating differently and pretty much working out day and night and working hard, playing hard, and just getting healthy. So hopefully by the end of this year, or even by the fall, or even by this summer, I'll achieve my goal and shed some pounds and have get back the muscle that I had before and looking good. And that's all I want to accomplish right now as a hardcore goal, because I think for me, for business wise and everything that I've laid down, part of my life, I've pretty much succeeded. But when it came to maintaining weight or diets or so forth, it's always been a challenge. And one thing I don't, with diabetes running through my family, and also seeing some friends who've gotten it to late in their age, that's something I don't want to have to deal with if I don't have to. Pretty much, it's all about staying healthy, and we'll see. It's always a challenge. A lot of people, always make these New Year resolutions, but it's something that I want to keep. I started this right after Christmas, and so far lost 10 pounds and working out like crazy, and knock on wood, I hope everything works out, because it's definitely a challenge. So, and despite saying that, I'm going to keep this podcast short because I have to get to the gym, do some workouts, and I do have a podcast planned within the next few days. This one's a little short because of Hell Week, and for those of you, when I mention Hell Week, that means it's a point in my life during my business where things get busy, and I'm going to figure out how to get everything all planned, getting my timing right for the podcast, because I think I tend to put too many hours into it. It's for something that may last for 40 minutes or an hour or an hour and a half. Sometimes for me, it takes about 3 or 4 hours to get everything edited and produced, and that's because I keep on stopping the recorder and recording over and recording over and recording over. And I figured, you know what, I as much as I want to keep things, well and everything, I kind of have to, if I want to save time, I'm going to have to, not stop as many times like I used to. So I'm just going to record it on the fly, and if I F up, well. But we'll see. But definitely a lot of things planned. Definitely, we got a lot of things going on with interviews for J-Ent. For those of you who visit our website, www.j-entonline.com. We have upcoming interviews with My Little Lover, Max. We have one with Random Ninjas. We also have quite a few articles from the closing of Velfar. And one thing that was very interesting on December 30th, I guess Komuro Tetsuya made a surprise appearance at Velfar, and at the end, he said that Velfar will be back. And I'm guessing that with Avex, who has been closely linked with many clubs, such as Juliana's Tokyo and Velfar, I'm kind of curious what if they have another club planned or what. So that's going to be very interesting. What else? Also, there's just so many more. We got Exile. We got Arashiro Benny, Move, and many more. So definitely stay tuned on what's going on with J-Ent. A lot of things planned, and definitely for those of you in Europe and Brazil who listen to this podcast, all I could say is that for those of you who have been desiring, these Japanese performers that usually come to the U.S. or on a major label, the good news is that it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. It depends on the event coordinators and what they're able to get, because of course it's not very this is not cheap. It does cost money. So hopefully we'll see certain mainstream artists in your country, and I guess we'll just wait and see. So definitely that's a heads up for those of you who are living there, and I'm actually excited for you guys. So knock on wood that you get the artists that you guys have been fans of and who you have listened many times from their music and so forth. So that being said, everyone, you take care. I know it's a short podcast, but you take care of yourself, stay warm, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Thank you for listening to the J-Ent Radio Podcast. You can visit us online at www.j-entonline.com, and you can email us at nt2099@gmail.com. See you next time.